Alright, before we get into the video, I just want to remind you that these tests were performed in a very controlled scientific testing environment with all necessary safety precautions taken. And thank you. Let's get on with the video.
I'm floating.
Hi, I'm Harrison, and this is a little overview of my fleet of epic creations. So I'll start with the earliest one, and I'll finish with the latest one. So if we come over here, this is one of my go-karts from a while ago. I basically just took some golf parts and a dolly, kind of stuck them together. The steering works through this thing right here, and it pivots using these bungee cords, and I would sit on this seat. There's no brakes, so you know it was pretty hard to stop. I basically just put my feet down. You sit like this, so you just put your feet like that, and you steer like that.
Go. Here I come! Whoops, it fell apart. Oh my god, that was insane!
So next up we've got the tank here, and the tank I basically almost just completely use for smashing stuff. I'll roll some clips of me smashing stuff with this. Yeah, let me go. The name's Bond. James Bond.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Anyways, so basically, how this used to work is I had like a bin on top of here, but then it broke off at some point. Anyways, so next up, we have the 30-mile-per-hour go-kart. This thing went really, and one reason for this is it had really good wheels. They're small, but they're very loose. So basically, I'm not gonna get in it, but the steering is basically just a ruler attached to some 2x4s that steers these front wheels like this. And then the brakes are very simple. The brake is just a piece of wood that hits the road. It's a really simple brake, but it's very effective. And this is a roll cage. It was very hard to get into, as you can probably tell, because you have to kind of like climb in the back. And yeah, it was interesting to ride. It's very uncomfortable. Yeah, Next up, we've got the submarine. Now, the submarine has got to be my most probably hilarious project, because the actual video when I was inside of it, it was so it's so funny because he was like tipping over sideways and sinking and all sorts of stuff. But basically, the idea was that this would fill up with water, leaving this empty, and I had a big weight attached to the bottom of it to pull it down. What really happened was that this filled up with water, but then this started to fill up with water too, because there was like holes in the top, which I couldn't see, but then air started leaking out of them. So that was interesting.
And it started tipping over.
It started tipping over too. And basically, how I got air to it was I use this air hose that goes in the side here, and it's just attached to a pump that's used for like inflating basketballs and stuff. So. Oh, there's water. Keep going. We're going in. Keep going. Keep going. It's going well. It's going well. Keep going. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It's working. 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 Oh, jeez. It's sinking. It's sinking back. Yay! Look at me in my submarine! It's not that bad in here. I can't see out at all because it's kind of OG. Ah! I'm floating. 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 Am I floating?
Are you getting film here?
Yes.
I'm floating. And now we have the most recent project, the rocket powered go-kart. So yeah, this is pretty insane. This was very tough to build, especially this curved part, because plywood does not like to bend. So I had to kind of go in sections and do the front first, then this part, and this part, work my way back. And as you can see here, where was it? Some parts did kind of splinter up. There's a part sticking out there.
Who did your artwork?
Me. Oh yeah, you can start a break here. That was me. The story behind the name is because Charles Lindbergh's plane, Spirit of St. Louis, flew across the ocean, and U.S.'s fastest cars. So yeah, I thought Spirit of Original would be pretty good. But yeah, so for safety, I've got some foam here. Steering's pretty simple. It's just a bar attached to some ropes. It goes down to the two front wheels. Just this thing right here. These wheels I actually got off of the jet-powered go-kart, which is in Chatham, so I can't have it on display here, but I would. And then the brake is very simple. It's a piece of PVC pipe that pushes up against the wheel. And you can see how much it wore down just in the 4 test runs I did. That just all from the tire. And basically the secondary brake system was the tail hook. Now the idea was that this would catch a wire kind of like it does in aircraft carriers. It didn't work great because it was skipping up and down, and then on the second run it actually skipped, went down and skipped right back into the go-kart. But the way it would have worked was this. It would have done this. You pull it and it catches a wire, like a wire here, and it brings it to a very abrupt stop. That didn't work great though. And then the way the rockets were supposed to be ignited, I was using these clips, but I ended up just lighting it by hand because the electric ignition system didn't work great. So, holy man, it's loaded and it's ready to go. So yeah, that's basically it. Those are my epic creations so far. Now obviously I'll have more soon, and I've got a very big project coming up, like 10 times more insane than this. So yeah, you should probably stick around for that because it's gonna be awesome, and I cannot wait to get started on this next project. How about you? You excited for the next project too?
Can't wait.
Oh yeah.
We're excited for safety.
Yes, sir. Always excited for safety. Safety third, first, and second. And so yeah, those are my go-karts and submarine thing so far. So yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. Go check out all my other videos on these epic creations and tons more. And I'll see you on the next epic all original video.